Why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? Sometimes it's to create a doorway into eternity. Several years ago, my mother passed away. 3 years after that, my father passed away. And just a couple years ago, my brother passed away. Obviously, I've had a lot of questions about death and eternity. A few years ago, I found a story that greatly encouraged me. A teenage girl named Chelsea was very broken up because her grandmother had died. She was talking with her pastor, and he asked her a series of questions. He said, "Chelsea, if you had the power, would you take the pain away that your grandmother was experiencing at the end of her life?" And Chelsea said, "Yes, absolutely." "Would you give her a brand new body?" And she said, "Yes." "What if you could send her on a great deluxe vacation with all her close friends and family members? Would you do that?" And Chelsea said, "Yes, of course I would do that." "What if you could move her out of that old little house in that bad neighborhood and set her up in a beautiful home in an incredible neighborhood? Would you do that?" "Yes, I would do that." "Chelsea, you know your grandmother loved Jesus. Would you make it possible for her to see Jesus face to face?" "Oh, she would love that," Chelsea said. "I would love to do those things. I really would, but I can't do any of those things." The pastor said, "You're right, but God can." And He did. When your grandmother died, she was taken out of a life of pain into a life of pain-free existence. She was given a brand new body. She was sent on a deluxe vacation with all her old friends and reunion with all her family members. She was moved out of that old little house in the bad neighborhood and given a brand new home in a great neighborhood. And beyond that, she got to see Jesus face to face. The Apostle Paul said, "For me to live is Christ, but to die is more of Christ. To die is gain." He said, "The sufferings of this present life are not worthy to be compared with the glory that will be revealed in us." I want to remind you that death and sadness and suffering aren't always bad, because God uses death for the Christian as a doorway into eternity. It's God's way of graduating us into glory.